I started out with a drawing, and this is what I have after 18 hours of work. I've been asked before how I get all the pieces to stick together. The adhesive is permanent, but in order to hold it all together, like actually permanently, I do really dense quilting on top. Let me show you how I turn the fabric into the pieces that I use for the collage. Step one is to iron the fabric to make sure there's no wrinkles, and I'm putting the fabric pretty side down. Then I take this fusible web. Any brand will work. This one's just the one that is available to me at my local Joann's. Peel it apart so you can see that this side is shiny and this side is actually the sticky side. Wasting the least amount of fabric as possible, I'm going to place this down and it'll hold temporarily, and then we'll flip it over and give it a good iron. I find that if the fabric is almost too hot to touch, that's a good temperature to melt the glue. There's no direction saying how long to iron it for, so I just kind of wing it. Sometimes whenever I pull it apart, this will be the side that stays and this will be the side that stays. I don't think it really matters. I haven't noticed one difference or the other, just as long as you get the adhesive to the fabric. Then you have your fabric and you're ready to cut out the shapes. And let's say, I don't usually cut the shapes this big, but let's say this is the one that I want to use. I will score the back of this. And then you can get a hold of the paper and pull it right off. And the fabric pieces will adhere to each other, or it will stick directly onto parchment paper. Don't use freezer paper because freezer paper can stick to the fabric and then it'll just end up with a mess. So use parchment paper to assemble your collage together, or you can put it directly onto your backing fabric. So that's how I have everything collaged together, and then I'll go through with dark pieces and light pieces and create detailing, like really intricate detailing. What I do is none of my pieces are smaller than a nickel. I try not to, besides for eyes. For the most part, I don't go bigger than the palm of my hand, but sometimes I do. It just depends on what project I'm working on. Hopefully this helps if you are looking into doing a collage quilt or an art quilt. And I would like to take you along the journey of this quilt and submitting it to a quilt show. Yeah. Any questions? Let me know.